your Capricorn New Moon outlook for January 18th, 2026. And on the 18th, we have a beautiful Capricorn New Moon at 28 degrees of Capricorn, and that makes a 2-degree conjunction with Mercury, the communicator, and Mars, the action planet. So, with this stellium in Capricorn, we are going to be very focused on that which is representative of Capricorn. It's about our ambitions. We really want to get things done right now. We are working hard because Capricorn is all about hard work and sticking to the grindstone. Capricorn is about authorities. So at this particular time, authorities or authority figures are going to come into stark focus. And what else is Capricorn? It's about structure. And that can be physical structure, like infrastructure. So there's going to be a possible tearing down of old infrastructures, roads, businesses, connected with buildings, and you name it, infrastructure will change. And that also rules structure of governments, of society. And there could be some upheavals because of the changing of hands with authorities, with structure. And why is that? Well, the new moon, and that is always about beginnings, is in Capricorn. And Capricorn is now in a late degree of Capricorn, and this makes an out of sign conjunction with both Venus and Pluto. And of course, Pluto is that which is the underground, the unseen, the unknown. And Aquarius is about the future, the new. And Capricorn is about the old and the outdated, the outworn. So, right now, and especially here, we have Mercury and Mars nearly itself late in Capricorn. So there's going to be a lot of discussion with out with the old, in with the new. And because of this rebellious Aquarius connection, even with the new moon late in Capricorn, making an out of sign conjunction, somewhat of a wide out of sign conjunction with Pluto and with Venus, we're really going to have an eye for the future. And as always, with Aquarius, that's connected with our humanity. It is connected with AI, space, how we communicate and connect with each other. It's about technology. So it's not just about structure and authorities that are going to be replaced or revised, so to speak, here. It's about our humanity in general. And because of the changeovers here, there may very well be rebellion, revolution, if you will, because again, as aforementioned, it is out with the old and in with the new tech, the new structures physically, and literally, as in authorities, what the rules are, what the new rules are, and will be. And with Mars there especially, we are going to be very aggressive. We are going to really put a lot of energy into making changes right now, getting things done, making positive changes for the future, kind of getting rid of that which has not served us in all ways. Again, it comes back to the theme of authority, society, structure. And we will have to watch now because of this Capricorn Aquarius connection, actual physical structures that could break down. So we may hear of some bridges or roads or, yes, even buildings, etc., that could be faulty. So we're going to have to be very watchful in that area. But this is all the focus. And with Venus there in early Aquarius with Pluto, we're really going to have an eye for the creative and some really quite attractive, modern, futuristic structures and a real connection with what? Each other, because we are talking Venus. So Venus kind of softens a lot of this kind of aggressive out with the old, in with the new theme. And with Pluto, we're really going to be kind of digging into the, kind of the psychology of all this because Pluto is underground. It's the unknown, the unseen. So there's going to be a little bit of some uneasiness here with the changes that will be made. Pluto is in Aquarius, and it is Pluto with the eighth house. And that is about our deep feelings, depth, and emotions, and it's with Venus. So, also, these discussions right now with love and relationships, how we connect with each other as a society as well as individually, are changing. This may have a hint on sexuality, it may be on our deep seated emotions about the changes that are being made and the future. So these are all going to be topics of discussion. And of course, as we know, Aquarius is a rebel. So there could be, yes, some upheavals now, some conflicts because of this sense of ill at ease feelings about these changes and about everything that's taking place. And as a result, we do have Uranus still retrograde at 27 degrees of Taurus. And the 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 depositor of both Venus and Pluto is Aquarius. So some of the earth changes we're going to see right now actually could be from the upheaval, literal upheaval of our humanity, of each other, and the changes that are taking place. Will it be easy? Well, probably not, because times are a changing, things are getting more, I guess you could say, futuristic now. And yes, that could mean, with this connection here with Uranus retrograde in the very earth sign of Taurus that rules the earth, yes, volcanoes, earthquakes, and because you have a stress in earth, which is in Capricorn, and the connection with what? The unexpected, the unusual, the intense of Pluto. And Uranus is the depositor now of Pluto, which rules the underground, deep underground, and the depositor of Venus. So Venus there kind of smooths things over a little bit in our communication with each other, but not too much, believe it or not, with this Venus Pluto conjunction. And we still have Neptune and Saturn in Pisces. So with Pisces and Neptune, which of course is the ruler of Pisces, with these two connecting to each other with both Saturn and Neptune, Neptune and Pisces are also somewhat like this connection with making changes right now. Can't say that word enough here. Neptune is the falling away, the dissolving of the old. And it is in Pisces, and thank goodness Neptune and Saturn in Pisces are making a sweet sextile to the Capricorn stellium here of the new moon, Sun, Mercury, Mars, what have you. Uh, which is positive. So that kind of gives us a heightened kind of an intuition about the changes that must be made. So this is very good if we can kind of keep on top of the changes right now, especially if we're talking physical structure. Well, then we can make corrections with, say, infrastructure, or yes, even societal authority, and so on and so forth. And, on a more personal level, this is down to business. There's going to be a lot of changes with businesses, uh, banks, especially because we're talking the 10th house, and of course, somewhat of the 8th house with Pluto because it is connected with Scorpio, and somewhat financing, financiers, banks, and so on. So this is going to be another in the news spotlight. There could be changes with financial institutions because we're talking Capricorn, Uranus, the unexpected, the unknown, likes to kind of rebel a little bit here. There could be unexpected falling away of banks, financial institutions, and we're talking Taurus, Capricorn, and Uranus here. There could be an issue with, yes, the stock market or real estate. We got this earth emphasis with Taurus and Capricorn, with Venus and Pluto. So all this Capricorn, Uranus, Taurus, and, well, to some degree, Pisces, of dissolving the old and in with the new is going to be very, very prominent during this time of the Capricorn new moon until the next full moon. So, yes, we are going to see a lot of takeovers possible, mergers, this type of thing. And yes, because we have Uranus retrograde, it's about the past with Pluto. Oh, Pluto is so secretive, so intense. We may see some individuals that are involved with wrongdoing come to the surface now more and more, and unexpectedly so. But do get ready for some changes with the stock market, investments, the economy, real estate, especially with this earth emphasis, and a lot of things that are happening that are going to be different now. Definitely moving forward into the future, and the dissolving of the old. In with the new. Can't say that enough. And we have Jupiter, however, also now retrograde at about 1859, so about 19 degrees retrograde. So we're going to still have to keep an eye on our wallet right now because Jupiter is about prosperity. And when you've got this emphasis with Capricorn and not quite literally in opposition with Jupiter with the Capricorn stellium, but rather closely, our focus is going to be very much right now, even in general, it's going to be about finance and really saving for a rainy day and things that are happening in the financial sphere, because keep in mind, Cancer is about security and it's the second house. So we may feel we get some news that will lead us to believe this is the time we really have to save. We really have to tighten our belt as far as our money and our finances is concerned. I can't advise too much, but of course, you should connect with your personal financier, financial advisor. This likely, because of this connection with Aquarius and Capricorn, may not be the right time to invest because there's a lot of unpredictability here with Cancer, Capricorn, Aquarius, and retrograde Uranus and Taurus. So there also could be some loss of money, and what have you. So there's a lot of changes. Can't say that word enough again. We're going through it right now with the financial sphere. Lots of revamping, transforming at this time. And that's going to be, you will notice during this time of the Capricorn new moon, which is occurring. It certainly is a new year, and it's going to be very much time for new stuff and new ways and new rules, new regulations. Out with the old, in with the new. There's that saying again. Yes, but at the end of the day, ultimately, these things that are moving into the future, the different have to use that word again, the different changes that are taking place are going to be ultimately positive. We do have a Capricorn stellium, and the sun is about success, and it is a new moon and a new year. Yes, some of these changes that are being made right now are uncomfortable. People aren't going to be on the same page in many ways. And personally, we're really going to feel very ambitious. That's a good side of this Capricorn stellium. We really want to get things done. We really want to focus on our goals. And who knows? Maybe there will be some positive connections with authority. Thing is, we don't want to overstep our bounds of authority. And that may mean that we want to be an authority, or we really want to be in the spotlight now. And so we may have a bit of a tendency kind of to be more about me than you. And so with all that stress with Capricorn, that may be very well an issue. But hey, you got Venus with Pluto. And Venus is always very creative. It's about beauty, it's about peace, it's about artistry. And Venus is what? It connects with the seventh house. And it also connects with Taurus, which is what? The second house. So this kind of comes back to full circle what I was saying with some of the issues in the financial department where there's going to be change. But that's right. What is Libra? Libra is about the seventh house. So this leads me to believe that there's also going to be connections with legal issues. Positive, negative, maybe information about prominent lawsuits right now. The unexpected's really coming out. And with Pluto, with Venus, yeah, a lot of information is coming out about people, about information connected with courts or legalities that we thought would never come to light. And Pluto with Uranus and Venus, and with this new moon almost in Aquarius, rather late in Capricorn, is rather kind of stuffy and about doing right and wrong and keeping everything in line. So there could be some issues connected with the legalities about those that are kind of getting out of line, getting out of hand, and a lot be prepared with the unexpected, with people that are well-known individuals, but right now it's about doing right and really focusing on that Capricorn hard work. And just be prepared for the changes in store, the transformations, which may be awkward at first. Eventually, we will get used to all of this. And hey, the good news is here from all the negative, always comes the positive to the light.
If you'd like to get in touch with me, my contact information is down below. I give one-on-one readings and written reports. Please subscribe to this channel and press the bell notification. Until next time, many, many blessings.